Have you screen shared or?
No, just wait 1 minute. I have
Right.
a little issue here.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second.
Who is captain in California team? I don't see in cap. So okay,
I am.
okay, all right, okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, guys.
His
Apologies
cap
again.
matches his T-shirt, Manish bhai.
Okay,
Yeah, absolutely,
apologies.
Devang bhai. Sorry,
Apologies for the delay. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, Varun, go ahead. I'm going to start the presentation.
Okay. Jai Jinendra, everyone, and welcome to the 14th Jain Academic Bowl at the 21st Biennial JAINA Convention. My name is Varun Shroff, and I will be the moderator for this match. Our timekeeper will be Ravi Shah. Scores will be maintained by our admin, Harsh Uncle. I'd like to welcome our competing teams, JSOCF Shrutgyan and JCSC SoCal Siddhas, to this virtual match. We hope that everyone is in good health. Although JAB is not what we expected this year, the JAB administrative team has worked hard to make it a reality. Please remember to adhere to the following guidelines. The JAINA Academic Bowl is based on the shared appreciation of Jain knowledge. Please maintain a respectful and friendly attitude throughout the match. JAINA solely reserves the rights to photography and videography of the matches. Please refrain from taking pictures or recording materials from the match. Though JAB is online this year, we expect all coaches, players, and viewers to honestly participate in the match. Please do not use any external assistance to answer questions at any point in the match. Be sure to have a mobile device for buzzing. Participants, please remember to adhere to the following guidelines. The team captain should wear a hat for easy identification. Be sure your name on Zoom is formatted with team-name. For example, Orlando-Bob. Ensure your headphones and mic are working. Keep your video on and your audio unmuted at all times. Coaches will keep their video off. Now we will move on to the game rules. The general format of JAB has remained the same, but there are a few modifications the JAB administrative team has made to accommodate for the virtual setting. There will be 10 questions for each team in round 1, the individual team round. There will be no buzzing in this round. The responding team will have 10 seconds to answer the question. Correct answers are worth 20 points. Partial credit will be awarded. If the responding team does not correctly answer all parts of the question, the other team can steal. The other team has an opportunity to answer the question. That team must answer all parts of the question correctly to earn half of the remaining points available. There will be 15 questions in round 2, the category round. There will be buzzing in this round. Once a player buzzes in, they will have 8 seconds to answer. Correct answers are worth 20 points, and incorrect answers will lose 20 points. If the first team answers incorrectly, the second team can steal for plus or minus 10 points. There will be 15 questions in round 3, the grab bag round. There will be buzzing in this round. Once a player buzzes in, they will have 8 seconds to answer. Correct answers are worth 20 points, and incorrect answers will lose 10 points. If the first team answers incorrectly, the second team can steal for +10 or -5 point. And the buzz-in check will be done after round 1. So let's start with the Navkar mantra done by the timekeeper Ravi.
Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Araryanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savvasahunam, Eso Panchanamukkaro, Savva Pavapanasano, Manglanancha Savvesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Thanks, Ravi. We will now proceed to begin the match with a coin toss. Team JSOCF, please call heads or tails.
Tails.
They called tails, I believe.
Yeah, she said tails.
Okay. So it is heads. So is it okay if I call you guys SoCal?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
SoCal,
Sure.
you get to go, you get to choose to go first or second.
Guys, let's go second.
We would like to go second.
Okay. So that means we'll start off with, and it's okay if I call you guys Florida?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start off with Florida as team 1, and then SoCal will be team 2.
Can we just announce like the 5 people who are gonna stay in this round?
Yeah, it's your decision.
Okay. Yeah, you guys know who. So me, Arhan, Anya, Ritu, and Veer stay in this round, and Arav and Vishal are not playing this round. So
Okay, so everyone who's in this round, please have your camera on and your mic unmuted. Everyone else can be mute with their camera off.
And for SoCal, it's Sohan, Shrey, Siddhant, Antra, and Neil playing this round.
Okay.
So Pragya and Dia will turn the video off there. Thank you.
And make sure all the competitors that are playing this round is unmuted the entire time. And coaches, you guys can turn your cameras off as well.
So I see 5 people from both teams. So yeah, we can start now. Okay. Question
Everyone unmute from our team or SoCal
yeah.
too.
Everyone is unmuted. Oh, I see.
Arhan, unmute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Now everyone is unmuted. And we'll start off with Florida. Question 1 for team 1. What does GNEA mean?
Guys, wait. It's to know. To know.
Yeah,
for
to
the
know,
name.
to know, to
Okay.
know.
My final answer is to know.
That is incorrect. Team 2.
Oh, sorry. Final answer, those to be known.
That is correct. So SoCal will receive 10 points and Florida will receive no points.
Chevy, do you want to protest?
No, I think it's fair. We didn't say the whole meaning.
Well, we basically said it, but whatever.
Okay, yeah, we can protest for that one.
Okay, I'm noting down a protest for Florida.
How many protests do we get today, right?
4.
You get 4 protests for the entire match.
So for
Question,
the entire match, not the round.
No, entire match.
entire match, yeah. Question 2 for team 1. This is a 2-part question. What is the meaning of Ashraf? Name any one cause of Ashraf.
Okay, so guys, the Ashraf is to
Influx of
of karma.
karma.
Yeah,
And,
it's the influx.
and Ashraf is mityatva. So my final answer, so my final answer is influx of karma, and one cause is mityatva.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 3 for team 1. This is a 2-part question. What is the total number of activities or sins that lead to bad deeds or bap? Name the last one.
Okay, so 18, so mityatva shilya, right? My final answer is
Yeah.
Mithyatva
Yeah.
Shalya.
Can you
My final answer is Mithyatva Shalya.
That is incorrect. Team 2.
It's 18 and Mityatva Shalya. So final answer 18 and the last one is Mityatva Shalya.
That is correct. So
Can we protest for that?
okay, protest from Florida. So Florida answered partially correct. They answered Mityatva Shalya, but I said at the beginning it was a 2-part question. You had to name how many there were. So Florida will receive 10 points.
No, but
and,
she did say,
Yeah, she did say
she
18.
said 18.
and
then you asked her to repeat.
We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it
Okay.
after.
We'll discuss after.
So Florida will receive 10 points. SoCal will receive half of the remaining since they got the full part correct. So they will receive 5 points. Let me just note it down. Sorry, 1 second. So, okay, question 4 for team 1. This is a 4-part question. How many total Gunavrat are there? Name all of them.
Okay, so
There's
my final
3.
my final answer is 3 Gunavrats. They're Dikpariman Vrat, Adattadan, Bhog,
And Bhoga Bhog and Anarthadan.
my final answer is 3 Gunvrats, Dikpariman Vrat, Bhog Vrat, and Adattadan.
Anarthadan.
That is incorrect. Team 2.
I defer to Shrey.
So there are 3 Gunavrat. The first one is Dig Pariman Vrat. The second one is Bhoga Upabhog Pariman Vrat. The third one is Anarthadanda Virman Vrat.
That is correct. So Team Florida answered 3 of the 4 parts correctly. They will get 15 points. And SoCal will receive half of the remaining as they got it correct. They got the question fully correct. They will receive 3 points. Question 5 for Team 1. This is a 2-part question. Give the names of Adinath Bhagwan's daughters.
So
Brahmi
it's Brahmi and
Sundari. Brahmi
Brahmi
Sundari.
Sundari.
My final answer is Brahmi and Sundari.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 6. This is an anagram question. Rani was glad to be up early. The letters are G for girl, L for lock, A for apple, D for darshan, U for umbrella, and P for pratikaman.
Okay, my final answer is Pudgal.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 7 for Team 1. This is a 2-part question. Into how many categories are Nav Tattvas divided? Name them.
Okay, guys, it's 3,
There's
3, and it's
Ge, He,
Dev,
and
Guru.
Upadhyay.
3, no, the
No,
Tattvas.
Ne,
Is
He,
it?
Upadhyay.
No, that's okay. Yeah, okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, 3. Ne, He, and Upadhyay. My final answer is 3 and Ne, He, Upadhyay.
That is correct for 20 points.
Can we
Could you please
protest?
protest, please?
Okay, can we file a protest for that one?
Okay, protest from SoCal. Question 8 for Team 1. This is a 5-part question. Name 5 types of Gnan.
Okay, my final answer is Matignan, Shrutgyan, Avdigyan, Kevagyan, and Manaparigyan.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 9 for Team 1. What was offered to Rishabdev to end his 400 days fast?
Sugarcane juice. My final answer is sugarcane juice.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 10 for Team 1. What are the names of Ilachi Putra's parents?
Elaichi and then I don't know the
Answer, please.
Okay, the father's name is Elachi.
Time.
That is incorrect. Team 2.
Elijah was correct. What's the mother?
Answer, please.
Wait,
Time.
That is no answer. So Florida answered partially correct. The Ilachi was correct. Dundat was the father's name.
Oh, I protest.
okay, protest that one.
That's protest from SoCal.
Yes.
Okay, and that ends the questions that are to Team 1, Florida. Now we'll begin Team 2's questions for the individual round. And can I request all participants from both teams to be unmuted?
Unmute.
Question 1 for Team 2. What does Heya mean?
Those to be avoided.
Those to be
Those to be avoided.
Final answer, those to be avoided.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 2. This is a two-part question. What is the meaning of Band? Name the category of Nav Tattva that it belongs to.
Bondage.
Bondage of
Those to be
karma.
avoided.
It's from
Yeah,
Heya.
It's
Heya,
Utte.
so
It's
It means
Utteya.
bondage.
Say it, say it, say it.
Final,
Utte.
Heya.
final answer, bondage of karma, and it's part of Heya.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 3. This is a two-part question. How many ways of acquiring punya are there? Name any one of them.
Okay.
9
Nine
Shaya
ways
Final-
of
Punya.
doing-
Wait, final answer, 9 types and Vastra Punya.
That is correct for 20 points. Excuse me. Question 4. This is a 4-part question. How many Shikshavrat are there? Name any 3.
There are
I
4
def-
There
Shiksha.
are 4 Shikshavrats.
I defer to Shrey.
So there are 4 Shikshavrats. One of them is Samaik Shikshavrat. Another is Desavagasic Vrat. And the third is Paushad Vrat.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 5.
No, I protest that.
Would Florida like to record a protest? Only coaches are allowed. I mean, sorry, only captains are allowed to. So
No, I don't
No.
think it needs a protest.
No,
Okay.
because okay, whatever.
okay, so there's no protest on that question. Question 5. This is a 2-part question. What was ego referred to as by the 2 daughters of Adinath? Whose ego were they talking about?
It was referred to as an
It's
elephant.
just,
And it was
yeah.
Bahubali's
I-
ego.
Bahubali's.
I defer to Neil.
The elephant was referred to as ego, and it was Bahubali.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 6 for Team 2. This is an anagram question. There was a big bald man in the front. The letters are A for apple, H for hat, B for boy, A for apple, L for lollipop, D for Dharma, M for Mary, A for apple, and N for Nancy.
Bahamando.
Bamando.
Brahmando.
Our final answer is Bamando.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 7 for Team 2. This is a 2-part question. How many ways are there for sambar?
57.
Name the sambar in Indian language, which means to be careful while walking.
That's a samite.
So, okay.
I defer to Shrey.
there are 57 ways of samvar and it means Idiya Samiti.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 8 for team 2. This is a 5-part question. Name any 5 of the Lashyas in the Indian language.
Okay. Final answer: Shukla Leshya, Tejo Leshya, Neel Leshya, Padma Leshya, and Krishna Leshya.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 9 for team 2. What was Kamat's name when he was reborn in heaven in his next life?
Megmali.
Megmali. Final answer: Megmali.
That is correct for 20 points. And question 10, this is the final question of this round. How many total children did Lord Rishabdev have?
100.
100.
102.
100, just 100.
Final
No, that's-
answer: 100.
That is incorrect.
101.
Team 1, Florida.
It's 102. 102. My final answer is 102.
That is correct for 10 points. So that concludes the round. Do we get breakout rooms now?
Yeah, so they can discuss about their protests if they need to.
Can you repeat the questions that we protested?
Yes, I can do that. So question 1, which was, what does GNE mean? And GNE means, the answer I have here was to be known, and this was a protest from Florida.
Wait, that was SoCal.
Yeah, that was our protest.
Oh,
No.
No,
We
that was
protested
our
on a
protest.
different.
they
We
thought their
answered, but
answer was-
we stole the answer and they
It was, I have a protest from Florida noted here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Can
for
you-
Florida. They thought that our answer and their answers was very
okay.
similar. So,
Can you repeat what answer you have written down, please?
To be known.
Okay.
and you guys just said no or something like that.
Yeah, let's just wait for the breakout rooms to talk about what they said, but yeah. Question 3 for team 1 was also protested by Florida. And the question was, this is a 2-part question. What is the total number of activities that or sins that lead to bad deeds or pap? Name the last one. And the answer I have is 18. And the last one is Mithyatva Shalya or Mithya Darshan Shalya. And yeah, this was a protest from Florida. I don't know if I said that. Then question 7 for team 1. This was protested by SoCal. And the question was, this is a 2-part question. Into how many categories are Nav Tattvas divided? Name them. And then there was a protest for question 10, and these were all for team 1, sorry.
Can you repeat the answer for the previous one for the 3
Sorry.
dividing? Yeah.
Yeah, and the answer to question 7 was 3, Hey, Ne, and Upade. And the question 10 for team 1 was also protested by SoCal. And the question was, what are the names of Ilachi Putra's parents? And the answer I have is Dandat and Ilachi.
So there were 4 total protests.
Yes, 2 from each team.
So that means they get 3 minutes in a breakout room. Varun and Ravi, you will also go in a breakout room if you want to discuss. If you want to come back, you can come back. I'll start.
And
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
coaches can join the breakout or
Absolutely.
not?
I have added all the coaches and participants. Please accept the invite when you see it. I just need to set up the timing of the breakout room to 3 minutes. And so after 3 minutes, your breakout rooms will close and you'll have 15 seconds to come back. I'm opening the rooms now.
Okay, looks like we're starting to. I think I have everyone back now. So yeah, now let's address the protest. First, would any team like to drop any protests? I'll start with Florida. You would like to keep both your protests?
Oh yeah, I'd like to keep both my protests.
Okay, and would SoCal like to drop any protests?
No.
Okay, and let me just give you a quick reminder about rules here. Only the captain is allowed to talk. Okay. No coaches, no other participants are allowed to talk in this protest period, moment of time. So, okay, let's start with question 1. Florida. What?
Okay, so the question was, what does GNE mean? So we had said to know, and the answer you have written is to be known. So we think we should get it because it's like, it's just that one word difference, but the meaning of it doesn't change. So I think we should get it.
So I see where you're coming from, but the problem is this GNEA is referring to a specific section in the manual where it's talking about the Navtattvas, and it's a category of Navtattva, which means to be known. And basically it's saying like which tattvas are there that are to be known. And that is Jeev and Ajeev, but to know doesn't really, like if you say these tattvas are to know, like that doesn't really make any sense. Like these tattvas are to be known. That does make sense, but to know does not make sense. So
but can't you say it like Jeev, like you should know that Jeev and Ajeev are the tattvas that you should know?
yeah, so if you would have said nay means those that should be known, I would have accepted it because that basically means to be known. But since you're like you've got one part of the word, which like the no part, but you needed to complete it, which is why I won't be accepting that protest.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
And then our second one is for the Papa Stanaks, it asked the 18th, it asked the number, and then it asked the last one. So what I recall is I said my final answer, then I said 18, and then I got interrupted, and then I said Mithyata Shelya.
What I remember is you talking with your team. You guys said 18 and you said Mithyatva Shalya, but then you said my final answer and then you said Mithyatva Shalya. So I only accepted what was said after your final answer. And Ravi, is that what you heard too?
Yes.
Just so I'm not okay.
Okay.
So after your final answer, you only said Mithyatva Shalya. You did not say 18. So that is why I cannot accept that either. So now we go to SoCal's protest. For questions.
Yes, okay. For question 7, can you just repeat the question really quick?
Yeah, this is a 2-part question. Into how many categories are Navtattvas divided? Name them.
Okay, so what I recall is that they had said Neya, Heya, but they said Upadhyay instead of Updaya. It's a mispronunciation.
I said Upade.
I did hear 3 Hey, Ne, and Upade, which is why I gave it.
Okay, then that protest is gone. But and now for the next protest we have, I just want to ask, what were the points distributed for that? Lychee.
Florida got 10 points because they said Ilachi. And then you guys didn't say anything. Actually, time was called. No one said anything. So
okay, then we want to protest on that because they had said that the father's name is Elichi when the correct answer is that the mother's name is Elaichi.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that-
that is, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's correct. We did say that.
So, okay, what I thought was that after, and Harsh Uncle, if you wanna,
Hold on. What is Shavi saying? That you did say the father's name is Elachi?
Yeah, I said the father's name was Ilachi.
Okay, then that
okay,
cannot be
then-
given.
Yeah, okay, so then on question 10, Florida will, for question 10 on team 1, Florida will receive 0 points, and same with SoCal.
Shavi, I
Um,
really appreciate your honesty here.
Yeah, thank you for your honesty.
Hello.
Also, since both of our protests didn't work, we still have 4, right? Or
You
So two?
both teams have 2 protests remaining.
No, SoCal has 3,
SoCal
right?
is 3.
Sorry.
Florida's 2.
SoCal has 3 since one of their protests is valid. Yeah, that is correct.
So yeah, so the only protests that do like transfer that do count are the ones that are invalid and are like defied.
And let me get the buzzer things ready.
Oh, can we see the scores?
Oh yeah, while
Okay,
that
so
you can,
Yes, I'm having a technical difficulty. Bear with me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Devang uncle, can you clarify who's playing in the second round?
Moderators, is it okay or should I wait?
Can I just share the score really quick and then you
Oh,
do
okay.
that?
Harshbhai, yes,
Devang
Harshbhai,
bhai?
over to you. Harshbhai, over to you.
Okay, so Varun, go ahead.
okay, so it's very close. Florida with 255 and SoCal with 298. Great job, both teams.
I'm
Great
just going to
job.
scroll up and down to make sure everything looks correct.
Yeah, we concur, Harshbhai.
That's great. Now we can get into
Yeah, can you show me one more time?
Oh, sure.
I missed that. Can you go to the bottom, like, can you
Sure.
scroll a little down, please? Thank you. I'm good.
Okay.
great. Yeah, so now you can go into your substitutions. Anyone who's
Or for SoCal, we will have Sohan, Shrey, Neil, Dia, and Antara playing round 2.
And for Florida, we're gonna have me, Veer, Anya, Ritu, and Arav.
Great. Baran, you want to tell them the Buzz and Live code so they can?
Yeah, the code is 711-325.
Wait, Devang uncle, can you clarify my playing?
Yes, Antara, you are in the round 2.
Can
Okay.
you
Sid-
repeat the code again?
Yeah, 711-325.
There's no SoCal. Even though I'm not in oh yeah, there is a SoCal. Okay.
Yeah,
Veer,
I just made the team. Sorry.
Veer, do you want to put JSOCF in front of your name?
Yeah, I can edit that for you.
Okay.
Hey, Neil, can you please sit properly? And
Can you
maybe
repeat
turn
the
your
code
camera.
again, please?
Sorry.
Can you repeat the code again, please?
Yeah, 711-325.
Okay, thank you.
In 1 second, let me just make sure my settings are fine. All right. I guess we'll start with the buzzer check. We'll start with Florida. Why doesn't the captain buzz in first and say your name too?
Chubby.
Okay. Anya, you want to go next?
Okay.
Anya.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and say your name too. Veer.
Veer.
Ritu,
Ritu.
Ritu, and Arav.
Arav.
And let me just assign you to teams really quick. Okay, everyone's assigned. Now we can start with SoCal. Why doesn't the captain buzz in first? Say their name.
Sohan.
Okay. Yeah.
Shrey.
Neil, you can go.
Neil,
Dia, you can go.
Dia.
And Antra.
Jajendra.
All right.
Hey,
Looks like we
Dia, in round 2, can you please stay on mute, off mute for the entire round as you're playing? Thank you.
Yes,
Sorry.
every single person who's playing this round, please stay on.
yeah, and make sure everyone's unmuted and you can see your full face and everything. Don't go off camera or anything like that. So yeah. And it looks like we have 10 people. Yeah, 10 people from both teams. So yeah, I think we can start with the category round.
Ben, can you just go over the rules real quick and let me get
Yeah,
the
I was about to
official
say
go-ahead?
that. I was
Okay.
about to say that. So the first team to buzz, if they get it correctly, they will gain 20 points. If they buzz and they say an incorrect answer, they will lose 20 points. And the second team, if they decide to answer, will gain 10 points with a correct buzz and lose 10 points with an incorrect buzz. There is no partial credit awarded in this round. Okay. And sorry, can one person just buzz in just to make sure I have my sound? Okay, I have my sound.
Okay, Jaijanendra, everyone. And again, apologies for the delay. We have to wait just a few more minutes so that all the matches can start at the same time. I'm sorry, all round 2 in all rooms can start at the same time. So just bear with us for a few more minutes. We are just getting set up in one of the rooms.
Okay, so yeah, we'll wait then.
Just it should not take more than a few minutes.
Hey, SoCal participants, take this moment to just breathe in, breathe out, just get in the zone.
could you clarify what's the penalty for accidental buzzing?
So yeah, if you buzz in accidentally as the first team, you will, if you don't answer or give an incorrect answer, will lose 20 points. And as a second team, if you accidentally buzz in, like if someone's buzzed in, got it incorrect, you're the second team. If you buzz in accidentally there, you will lose 10 points. So it's like if you buzz in accidentally and don't give an answer or anything like that, then you will lose 10 points there.
Just to clarify, accidental buzz is when Warren has started speaking the question. If Warren says question number 5 and you buzz, he hasn't started the question, that's not considered an accidental buzz. But if he starts speaking any words of the question, it is considered accidental buzz.
Okay.
Thank you for the clarification, Harshbhai.
Is that fair? That makes sense to all the teams?
Yes.
Dia, question?
Dia?
Yeah. So if one of the, like, if another team says a wrong answer, actually, wait, no, sorry. If our team says a wrong answer when they buzz, and then you like reset the buzzers, can the same team buzz again, or does it have to be the other team?
It must be the other team.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, we have been given the go-ahead to start. Thank you for waiting patiently.
All right, perfect. So yeah, let's just make sure all participants are unmuted that are playing in this round. Yeah, and everyone looks fine on the camera. From SoCal, sorry, yeah. Yeah, okay, everyone looks good. Ravi, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, perfect. So this is the category round. The category for the next 5 questions is sadhus and sadhvis. Question 1. A sadhu who has mastered all agams is called what? SoCal, Neil?
An upadhyay.
That is correct for 20 points. Okay, question 2. The spiritual head of the Jain congregation. SoCal, Dia?
Acharya.
That is correct. I will finish the question. The spiritual head of the Jain congregation in the absence of a Tirthankar is known as what? And the correct answer is Acharya. I was just finishing the question there. Sorry, and for both questions, I believe SoCal receives 20 points each. So for questions 1 and 2. Question 3. This title is only given to sadhvis. SoCal, Antra?
Pravartini.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. I'll finish the question. This title is only given to sadhvis after attaining the knowledge of certain Agam Sutras, such as Uttradhyan Sutra, Acharang Sutra, and Daspayana Sutra. Question 4. What is a person called when he or she renounces the worldly life? Florida, Veer?
Sadhu.
That is correct for 20 points.
Can we
I'll finish-
protest, Sohan?
Wait, let's first listen to the was that the complete question?
No, that was not the complete question. I'll finish it. What is a person called when he or she renounces the worldly life and is initiated into monkhood or nunhood?
Can we protest?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
can we
let's protest
protest
that.
that one?
So protest from SoCal.
Yeah. What question number was that again?
Question 4.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So as of right now, though, that's 20 points to Florida. Question 5. A lay person can spend his time as a sadhu when they practice. Sorry. Florida, here.
Samik.
That is correct for 20 points. Sorry for the delay. But yeah, let me finish the question. A lay person can spend his time as a sadhu when they practice what? And the answer, which is correctly given, is Samayik.
Could bullshit also work? Cause
let's try not to have any interruptions in the match. I'm not sure if Paushad will work.
oh, okay, it's okay.
But yeah. But that's 20 points to Florida. The category for the next 5 questions is obstacles. Question 6. After Gautam Swami realized his own attachment to Bhagwan on the day of Lord Mahavir's Nirvan, who did he preach to? SoCal, Shrey?
Dev Sharma.
That is correct for 20 points to Southern California. Yeah. And I'd finish the question, who did he preach to? And the correct answer is Dev Sharma. Question 7. In his previous life, what did Shantinath Bhagwan have to give up in order? SoCal, Antra?
He gave up his own flesh to save the pigeon.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. I'll finish the question. In his previous life, what did Shantinath Bhagwan have to give up in order to face an obstacle against a hawk? And the answer was his own flesh. Question 8. Which Acharya gave Shripal advice on how to overcome Florida, Veer.
Hemchandra.
That is incorrect. I reset the buzzer and Sohun from SoCal buzzed in.
Munichandra Suri.
That is correct for 10 points. Sorry. Florida loses 20 points and SoCal gets 10 points. And the full question was, which Acharya gave Shripal advice on how to overcome leprosy to go through the penance of Ambel Oli? And the answer is Acharya Munichandra. Question 9. Who faced the obstacle of his previous karmas of not being able to fast, but still met SoCal, Shrey?
Monk Gurguru.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. I'll finish the question. Who faced the obstacle of his previous karmas of not being able to fast, but still managed to attain Kevagnan? And the answer was Monk Gurguru. Question 10. How many alternatives did King Shrenik attempt in SoCal, Shrey?
4.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. How many alternatives did King Shrenik attempt in order to try and avoid going to hell? And the correct answer is 4. And now the category for the next 5 questions is stories. Question 11. What particular vow did Sage Nandisen take? SoCal, Shrey?
Vayavacham.
That is incorrect. I finished the question.
Time.
Okay, so the correct answer was to serve other monks with utmost devotion.
Can we protest that question?
SoCal would like to, sorry.
Yeah, I was just confirming it's a protest.
Okay, yeah. So that's a protest from SoCal. And that's question 11. I'll repeat it at the end of the round. Question 12. This king sent his missionaries abroad to Afghanistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Burma, and even China to spread the message of Jainism. SoCal, Neil?
King Samprati.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. And sorry, for the previous question, SoCal will get minus 20 points for right now. Moving on to question 13. This Acharya asked Vimosha.
Oh, can you
reset the buzzers?
That is my fault. I'm sorry. Question 13. This Acharya asked Vimosha to construct a temple at Chandravati and make it a center of pilgrimage to help atone for the violence caused during wars.
Time.
Time was called. The correct answer is Acharya Dharmagosri. Question 14. Name the power that Sribad Rajchandra possessed that enabled him, Florida, Veer?
He can do 100 different tasks.
That is incorrect. Possessed that enabled him to perform 100 tasks at the same time. Answer in the Indian language only.
Time.
Time was called. The correct answer was Shatabdan. Shatabdan, sorry. So that's minus 20 for Florida. Question 15. Which Tirthankar took Diksha and attained Kevagnan on the very same day? Florida, Veer?
Malina Bhagwan.
That is correct for 20 points. So that's the end of the round, but we have 2 protests in this round from SoCal. I'll go over the questions.
So just a clarification. I'm from JSOCF coach. one of the question you didn't ask other team to give the answer, like, and you went to the next question. I'm not sure, like, but I think I don't know the question number, but it happened, like you went to the next question.
Oh, it was the one that Shrey answered very Vacham.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah, but then no
The
one
Sage
buzzed
Nandi
in.
Sen one.
I called time.
Yeah, the moderator, the timekeeper did call time, which means no one's allowed to buzz.
Yeah, and no one buzzed in that time that was given. So.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. That's okay. So the protests from SoCal were on question 4. The question was, what is a person called when he or she renounces the worldly life and is initiated into monkhood or nunhood? And the answers I have given is the man is called a sadhu, shraman, or muni, and the woman is called a sadhvi, shramani, or arya. And the person who buzzed in from Florida, I'm sorry, I don't remember who buzzed in.
It was
Veer.
Okay, Veer, he said sadhu, so I gave him the answer correct.
Yeah, because it said
Well, let's wait.
You guys can talk about it in your breakout room.
In the breakout rooms you can talk. I'm just going through the protest questions now. And question 11 was also protested by SoCal. The question was, what particular vow did Sage Nandi Sen take? And the answer I have was to serve other monks with utmost devotion. So I think
I'll open the breakout rooms. Since there are only 2 protests, the breakout room will be for 2 minutes only. Just give me 1 second. Guys, after the protests are resolved, we might have to wait again for round 3. I'm just letting you know, right? I mean, we don't know that, right? Let's resolve the protest and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna finish. Oh, never mind.
Everyone's back. Oh no.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. Don't think we have almost everyone back. Let's just wait a couple seconds. All right, so it looks like we have everyone back. Let's get into the protest now. SoCal, what do you have to say about question 4?
We would actually like to withdraw that protest for question number 4.
Okay. And what about question number 11?
Okay, for question number 11, we've discussed with the coach, and according to page 83 in the JAB manual, Shrey said Vayavacham, and the answer you had was serving other monks. According to page 83, Vayavacham, the English definition is selfless service to monks and nuns. So he basically just gave the Indian term for it.
Yeah, we will accept that. Vayavacham is we will accept Vayavacham as the correct answer. So for question 11,
Can I say something?
Sure.
Oh wait, can you repeat the question one last time?
What particular vow did Sage Nandi Sen take? And the answer is to serve. The answer I have is to serve monks with utmost devotion.
But isn't Vayavacham also not just like monks and nuns, but isn't it to help the needy as well?
It is, but like, if you think about it, like it doesn't say any like Indian language word in the manual for a Sage Nandi Sen's vow. This is just copied and pasted directly from the story. But his vow would fall under Vayavacham, which is why I'm making the decision to give it to SoCal. Is everyone okay with that? Okay. So now once the admin gives.
So Varun, the only difference in scores is that question 11 now, instead of -20 becomes
Yeah.
+20.
Yeah, and because they withdrew their other protests.
Okay, so let me share the screen for the scores.
Wow.
Okay.
So on the game, Florida 275, SoCal 488. Good job, both teams.
Coaches, please review if you have any issues or questions.
Yeah, just scroll down a little bit.
Harshbhai, I concur. No, we don't have any comments on the score.
Okay. Manish bhai?
Yeah, I'm going through it. It looks good. So thank you.
Okay.
And only I want to clarify like how many protests pending from both the teams. Just let me know.
So since SoCal withdrew one of their protests and they were right on the other protest, they still have 3 remaining. And since Florida did not protest any, they have 2 remaining. Because they lost in the first round.
Yeah. Okay, and again, guys, coaches, participants, moderators, we still have to be waiting for starting the 3rd round. I'm really sorry for that. I have not been given the green signal. So why don't we do one thing? Why don't we do substitutions and figure out who all are playing and get all that in order? Varun can go with the rules of round 3, so we know, and so we are ready to go as soon as we are given the green light.
Okay, thank you, Harshbhai. For California team, SoCal team, we will have Sohan, Shrey, Pragya, Dia, and Siddhant playing in round 3. So Neil and Antra, you will have to shut your video off.
Yeah, and let me just remove. So you said from SoCal, Neil will not be.
Yes, Neil and Antra will not be playing round 3.
Yeah, well, I'll just remove them from the buzz-in, and
then Pragya and Siddhant will need the buzz-in code eventually.
Yeah.
I already got in.
Oh, okay. I see you. Let me just assign you to SoCal. And does the other person need the code?
Yeah, I need it.
Okay. It's 711-325.
Okay, I joined.
Okay, I see you. Let me just change your name to SoCal. Yeah, and it looks like, yeah, okay. Why don't the 2 new people buzz in and say their names?
Siddhant.
Okay, that works. I heard both of you. And what about Florida? Sorry.
Yeah, so we're switching out Arab for Vishal.
Okay, so I will remove Arab. And then, do you need the code? Oh, I see him. Never mind.
No, yeah, I recorded it down.
Why don't you buzz in, say your name?
Vishal.
Yep, I can hear you. All right, perfect. And Yeah, let me just go over the rules. Quick refresher. So the first team that buzzes in, if they get the answer correctly, if they answer correctly, sorry, will gain 20 points, and they'll lose 10 points if they answer incorrectly. So if the first team answers incorrectly, the second team has an option to buzz in, and if they get it correct, will gain 10 points for a correct answer, and lose 5 points for an incorrect answer. And as this is a buzzing round, there is no partial credit given.
I would just like to add one thing. When Warren, if he's reading the question and somebody buzzes and interrupts in the middle and buzzes in, he'll call on the person. Ravi will start a timer. At 5 seconds, Ravi is going to say answer please. And at 8 seconds, he's going to call time. If the first person gets it incorrect, Warren will finish the question. At that point, Ravi will start another timer. At 5 seconds, if nobody buzzes, Ravi is just going to call time, and that's the end of the question. Okay. And yeah, please hang tight. We're still waiting for the official go ahead. I think some of the other matches or games are just finishing up, getting everything ready for round 3.
Yeah. Thank you for the clarification again, Harshbhai. Good reminder.
Thank you.
Veer, can you stay? Please don't move too much. Thank you.
Is it?
It's a long day for you guys. I'm sorry. I understand.
I can imagine. I can only imagine how long of a day it is for admin team. Okay, this is it's not an easy task to logistics and scheduling everything.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's an awesome job you guys are doing. Kudos to all of you. And we still have 2 more games to go.
Same here, Manish bhai.
Yeah,
I think,
same for SoCal, right? You have 2 more games to go.
Yeah, it's all back to back for us.
Yeah.
Is it SoCal's first time in JAB, or have you guys played?
Second time.
Oh, nice.
And Chavi, that's, you can say it is kind of like the first time. This team, when they went to JAB, they were really young. This team was like one of the youngest team ever at JAB, and very innocent and naive.
Your average age was like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Exactly. Exactly. So it was a very different experience for us. It was just, our team was able to.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, our team was very, I would say, naive or innocent. Okay, in that sense, and it was more of a shock than anything. But it's okay. I think we grew up, and Chavi, in the earlier round, I know others have said it, but I will say it again. We appreciate our straightforwardness and honesty. That is a very admirable quality to develop and have. Hats off to you.
Wait, and last time you guys played, was it in person?
Yes, it was in person. It was in person. We were actually planning to come out to Florida this year because of the COVID and everything. Those plans didn't work out for anybody, rather.
And Devang bhai, we need to practice what we preach, right? So it's like everybody is doing that. They are actually practicing what they learn. So that's the great thing, right? They are already implementing some of the things.
Yes, and that is the way.
Yep.
That is the way.
It's not just knowledge, implementation, right? So conduct, and I see that. So I really appreciate everyone.
Yeah.
Neil had raised his hand and he put it down. Neil, did you have something to say?
No, that was just like
It was just a clap, like a applause.
Yeah, we missed those reactions.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, guys, hang tight. Okay. We're still in the process of resolving some protests.
So Devang bhai, we have 2 coaches, right, in your team? You and
Arpita.
Okay.
Arpita Bain was the founding coach, actually. She was the coach for the first time. She's the one who really helped get these kids ready, I will say.
It was a work together. It is one of the toughest job. So definitely. And Chavi, like Devang bhai said, I wanted to point out too, thank you for being honest. You stole our heart by saying, your response. It's not just the answer, it's not just 20 points, but saying that means a lot. So thank you.
Yeah. And Chavi, we'll say this team, when they went to JAB the first time, right? As they were saying, they were all young, 8 years old. And the very first game was against one of the toughest junior teams, right? Some of the players from the junior team, they're already on the senior team, and they have those answers on the tip of their tongue. It was just like what's going on for us, for most of the kids. You can ask Neil and Antra, Sohan, they were all there. You can feel free to get their experience.
Did you guys like your in-person experience better or this online one?
I kind of liked in person better actually, because then we have time to talk to the other teams and get to know them better.
Yeah.
On the first match, I remember being called to the moderators table for protests, and I had no idea what protests meant. So like, do you have any protests? I'm just like, no. What are they?
I mean, yeah, you guys are like 8 or 9, so that makes sense.
And Devang, this is your first game or second game in this? Oh, second game. Okay.
This is the second game, and we have 2 more games later for the day.
Yep. And I appreciate your transparency and openness. You are appreciating whoever is doing the good work. So I really commend your appreciation and openness.
And that is the spirit here, right? This is for the
Yep.
kids, by the kids, right? For the kids. So,
yep. Thank you.
I think Praveen uncle said that in the meet and greet, if you remember, he has really wanted this to be run by the youth for the kids, and we're trying to play in that spirit. And in that spirit, I have to commend Xavi, for being honest. There was another match earlier also where we saw that with another team, and these are qualities that you cannot teach. These are qualities that have to come from within, and really appreciate.
Thank you, Harsbhai. Thank you.
Yes, hang tight. I can see the chat messages that we're just about to get ready to start. So hang tight. And I know your next games are going to be delayed if you have a back-to-back now.
So Harsbhai, we have another game at 6:30. So it's not back-to-back. So I think our time will still stay the same, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Sure.
Just hang tight in the coaches group, because I really don't know how the matches are going to go. So yeah, you might think, oh, our match is at 6:30, and maybe it will start on time if all the other matches finish fast. It's quite possible. It's just that, yeah, it depends on how many protests are there. Just for your information, our last match was, at least in my experience, the first ever protest-free match that we. It was Varin moderating and Ravi timekeeping, and I was the admin. There were 0 protests in the entire match.
Wow.
Harsbhai, it's time to buy a lottery ticket.
No. This is on how the papers were done, how the moderating was done, how the timekeeping was done, how the kids answered the questions. Everything that's what made it, not what we did.
What were the teams?
Varin, do you remember? I think it was Toronto and
no. Toronto has 2 beginner teams. It was Toronto and Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Toronto, one of the Toronto teams and one Minnesota team. Yeah. Okay, hang tight, kids. I think we're coming to. Oh. Yeah, if you guys want to stretch, turn off your video for a second, stretch, feel free to do that. That's quite okay. Just be at hand in case we can start. That's all. Guys, just an update. We are waiting on 2 rooms. Ours is the only room that is ready. The other 2 rooms are still resolving protests. So we are waiting on both those rooms to finish, and then we can start round 3. Sorry for the inconvenience, and thank you for your patience again.
Thank you for the update, Harshbhai. We'll hang tight.
Okay, I've been given the go ahead to start. We can start, Varun. Ravi and all participants, please have your videos on and unmute so we can get started.
We got the substitutions in, right? So
Varun, why don't you do a quick buzzer check just because there was so
Okay,
much delay? Let's make sure that
Okay.
everybody's okay.
Yeah, so why don't we start off with the Florida captain and just say your name and your buzz in.
Chubby.
Okay, and then Anya.
Anya.
Veer. I think
Veer.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody please stay unmuted as well.
Yeah, and I have 6 people from. Oh, I see. Never mind.
I think there's 2 of me by accident.
Yeah, there is. So I removed the disconnected one. Okay.
Yeah.
Ritu.
Ritu.
And Vishal.
Vishal.
Okay, good. Yeah, now we'll start with the SoCal captain.
Sohan.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Shrey.
Dia.
Dia.
Pragya.
Pragya.
And Siddhant.
Siddhant.
Okay, perfect. And Harsh Uncle, we have a lot of people entering the waiting room, I'm assuming, for the next match. So I don't know if
they are entering for the next match. I have posted in the coaches group that we are already delayed. So I am not sure why they're entering. If there is a big distraction with that, Warren, you'll have to manage how you deal with the questions, okay?
1 second, let me just put in an earbud. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why doesn't someone buzz in just one more time? Okay, perfect. Okay, everyone's reset. Okay, let's begin round 3. Let me see if I can, sorry, let me just.
I think it's possible for you to turn off the sound.
You want me to turn off the sound in Zoom?
It's coming quite a bit, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to, hold on a second.
If you're like the main host, I'm pretty sure.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
Sound then. In fact, I think all of us can.
Should I just lock the meeting? But if you turn off the sound, you won't be able to hear us, right? I don't think you can do that.
The entrance sound.
Entrance sound.
I accidentally buzzed. Can you reset the buzzer?
Yeah.
Ravi, I don't think that's an option in the Zoom.
I guess not. Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, let's just go on.
You know what? I'm going to lock the meeting. I'm going to lock the meeting, and nobody will be able to enter the meeting. No one else can join. There you go. I've locked it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's begin with question 1 of the grab bag round. Yeah, but I'll let that go since I hadn't started the question. Question 1. Name the Jain scripture that says, "He who knows one also knows all." Chavi, Florida.
Acharang Sutra.
That is correct for 20 points to Florida. The entire question was, name the Jain scripture who says, "He who knows one knows all." I was just repeating the question. He who knows all knows the one. And the correct answer is Acharang Sutra. Question 2. What is the supreme duty of an individual? Florida, Beer.
Dharma.
Can you repeat that?
Dharma.
That is incorrect.
Huh?
I finished the question.
Time.
The correct answer is compassion. So that's -10 for Florida. Question 3. What is the missing number in this list? 12, 8, 36, 27. SoCal, Shrey?
25.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. Question 4. Which Samyak Darshan quality means only desire left is to achieve? Shrey, SoCal?
Samveg.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. Question 5. Name the 14th Gunastan. Florida, Veer?
Virat. Give again.
I would. Can we protest?
Let me just reset the buzzer and I finished the question.
Time.
The correct
What?
answer is.
I said the answer.
No, you. Yeah, I know you said the answer, but it was incorrect.
Then
the
why
correct.
Okay, that was for the other team. Okay.
Yeah, time was called for the entire question. No one's allowed to buzz in. Name the 14th Gunastanak. The answer is Ayogi Kevali.
Oh.
Can we put in a protest for that?
Yes, a protest from Florida for question 5. Okay. Question 6. Name the violence towards movable living beings while conducting domestic activities like cooking, cleaning, building. SoCal, Siddhant?
Gru Rambini.
Can you repeat that?
Gruhambini.
That is incorrect. I have finished the question. Florida, Chavi?
Gruharambi.
That is correct. So for this question, SoCal loses 10 points and Florida gains 10 points. And sorry, for the previous question, for right now, Florida loses 10 points as well. For question 5. And can we get a score check?
Just a verbal score check.
So right now I have Florida at 285 and SoCal at 518.
Okay. Question 7. Sorry. Yeah. Can I throw this one out? I don't know if the admin is looking at the question paper.
I am looking at the question paper, Warren. You're welcome to throw it out.
Okay. I will be throwing out this question. I will give a replacement one at the end of the round.
Same for the next one.
Yeah, I will have to throw out the next question as well. Okay, question 9.
Anya, unmute.
Yeah, and let's just make sure everyone is unmuted. Okay, question 9. This essentially means to pray and appreciate the qualities of the 24 Tirthankars. SoCal, Siddhant?
Jovisatta.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. Yeah, appreciate the qualities of the 24 Tirthankars. Jovisatta is correct. Question 10. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, okay. Question 10. This is a 3-part question. Name the Tirth which is considered eternal. How many temples and how many Tirthankar idols are present in this tirth?
Time.
He buzzed in right before time.
Okay.
So I think it's Palitana Tirth, and there's 10,000 idols and 9 complexes.
That is incorrect.
Time.
Okay, so time was called. The correct answer is Sri Shatrunjay Tirth. It has 900 temples and more than 10,000 Tirthankar idols. So that's -10 for SoCal. Question 11. Sorry, question 11. This is a 2-part question. At which age did Bhagwan Mahavir take Diksha? Why did he have SoCal, Dia?
30 years old.
Time.
That is incorrect. I'll finish the
Finish the question
Florida
for second
Veer.
team.
Oh, okay,
No,
so
Veer
he
buzzed.
had to wait 2 years because his brother didn't want him to take Diksha, and the age he took Diksha was 30.
That is correct for 10 points. So SoCal will lose 10 and Florida will gain 10 points.
Wait. So do you want to protest that question?
Sure. Okay. We'll put a protest on that.
Protest for question 11. SoCal. Question 12. This is a 3-part question. Identify these Tirthankars based on the moral from their life story. 1. Compassion towards animals is hallmark of my life story. 2. One should be detached and impartial regardless of whether a person is our well-wisher or enemy. And 3. One needs to rise above the physical aspects of life and use this life to progress spiritually so that the soul can attain liberation. Time was called. You cannot buzz after time is called. Sorry. The correct answers were Bhagwan Neminath, Bhagwan Parshanath, and Bhagwan Malinath. Question 13. This is a 2-part question. What is the first or oldest city in the world which came into existence with King Rishabhdev's efforts? What is its modern name? Florida, Veer?
Hastinapur.
That is incorrect. SoCal, Shrey?
So it's called Vinita, and today it's called Ayodhya.
That is correct for 10 points. So 10 points to SoCal and -10 for Florida. Question 14. How many people in total renounced the world with Jambu Swami when he took Diksha? SoCal, Sohan?
528.
That is correct for 20 points. 20 points to SoCal. Question 15. Who said a shlok with the following meaning? I am bowing down to that God who has destroyed passions like attachment, rag, and aversions, dvesh. SoCal, Siddhant?
Acharya Hemchandra.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. And I will give 2 extra questions as I did throw out 2 questions. So this is extra question number 1. Who is the first Sadhviji during Mahavir Swami Bhagwan's time? SoCal, Siddhant.
Chandan Bala.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. Extra question 2. This is a 3-part question. Name any 3 avasthas. SoCal, Sohan.
Pindastavasta, Padastavasta, and Rupatitavasta.
That is correct for 20 points to SoCal. Now let's address the protests for this. So
We're
was
not allowed to
anyone
protest
saying?
after a question, right?
Well, if you're protesting extra question number 2, then you can protest it. But if I start reading the next question, you cannot protest the previous question. So protest number 1 was from Florida for question 5. And the question was, name the 14th Gunastan, and the answer is Ayogi Kevali. The answer that I've given here. And then SoCal protested question 11. And the question was, this is a 2-part question. At what age did Bhagwan Mahavir take Diksha? Why did he have to postpone his Diksha or renunciation for 2 years after his parents died? The answer I have is, he took Diksha at 30 years of age. At the age of 28, when his parents died, Nandivardhan requested him to postpone his decision for 2 years as he was still grieving their parents' death. And that was protested by SoCal. Yeah. Okay, and then breakout rooms.
Varun, how many total protests? 2?
2 total protests, 1 from each team.
Okay, so then that'll be a 2-minute breakout room.
Yes.
Just give me 2 seconds here. Okay, I will open the rooms. Shrey, you haven't joined your breakout room yet?
We'd like, oh wait, sorry.
Hold on.
Yeah. Let's just wait for everyone to come back. And it looks like everyone's back. So we'll start with Florida's protest on question 5.
Okay, so you guys, or the question read was about the 14 Gunistan, and that's
Yeah.
in I checked with my coach, and it's from B13, which isn't part of our syllabus.
It is from B14, but it is also on page 51 of the JAB manual. It is in section 3.4. It is just, here, 1 second, if you want me to.
It's in section B.
Yeah, it is on page 51. So I'll read the sentence. This is the 14th and last stage of Gunistan known as Ayogi Kavali. So unfortunately, your protest will not be counted. It is mentioned in the junior section as well as the senior. The beginner section, it's mentioned, but it's also mentioned in the senior section. Mentioned both times.
Can I say one thing? I think it was after like one of the, I don't remember which question, like something after 9, you had said a question they had answered, and then I just raised my hand, but you were looking at your paper because I was raising my hand to protest, but you were looking down at your paper. Do I have to talk to say a protest?
Yeah, because I'm not looking at the Zoom screen. I'm looking at the buzzer screen, and then I'm looking at the paper that I have down here. So yeah, you did have to unfortunately say what you wanted to protest. So now question 11, SoCal's protest.
We would like to actually withdraw that protest.
Okay. So yeah, then we're done with the protests and done with the match. So once the admin gets the score up. Okay, Florida with 275 and SoCal with 488. Congratulations, both teams. That was a good
Are you sure about this?
I don't think the score is
Yeah.
right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, this is round 2.
You showed
Sorry.
That's-
It isn't
admin's
the right
mistake. The final score after round 3 is 305 Florida, 588 SoCal. Congratulations, both teams. Very well done.
Congratulations, everyone.
Wait. Do you think there's a
wait.
discrepancy?
Yes, Harsh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arpita, which question? Can we tell Harsh which question?
Yeah, let me double check.
Just remember, questions 7 and 8 were what were asked at the end of all the questions.
Yeah.
Yes. Harsh, can you scroll a little bit down to question 13, 14, 15?
Yes.
Okay, so question number 13 supposed to be
yeah.
positive 10 points.
Yeah, question 13 is -10.
Oh,
from
I've
Florida
got it
and
backwards, don't I?
To
Sorry.
Yeah.
SoCal.
It should be this.
Yes.
Yes.
Good game.
Yeah, there you go.
Good game, everybody. Congratulations.
Good game.
Good job, everyone.
Okay. Congratulations. And again, Michami Dukuram, and I appreciate your patience. We are really running late. Your next matches, please look at the coaches group, because I'm not sure if you will start playing right away, or even if you have a match later on, how much will be delayed.
Okay.
So apologies for that.
So Harshbhai, can you share the score again one more?
Okay,
quickly?
sorry.
Because
Yeah.
I think you changed that, right? So
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Just 30 seconds. Thank you.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. And
Thank you. Good game.
Yeah, good game.
Thank you.